What's going on today, guys? Lego Man 213 here, bringing you week 6 of building Dathamir. Now, I know my last video, it was pretty short, sweet, you know, all that. But in this video, we're going to do more actual building. I will be pausing the video here and there just to work on the cloth. I guess you could call them curtains that are in the Dathamirian world. If you played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, you'll know that in Dathamir there was these weird kind of almost curtain-like cloths hanging from different areas around the map, and I want to kind of showcase that in this mock. So going through my collection of Legos and multiple bins I did find this. This is one of the pieces I used for the Jakku mock from eons ago when I first started this channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it and get rid of the majority of this white. So example will be this portion right where my finger is will be gotten rid of, excuse me. The edge along here will be gotten rid of. And I have fabric scissors right here. I do have some cardboard on the new desk. That way, if I do get any paint, like if I spill some, it's going to be on the cardboard. This is something completely different. Just ignore that. It's a new project I'm working on. Just got to wait for some stuff to figure itself out. But I do have two other of these trans clear lemon lime colored, I guess you could call them, pieces. So those will be going inside of the, where did I put it? That thing. Inside that weird tooth looking thing. So those will be going in there. Marin will be in here somewhere. I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to put her. I'm still not sure if I want to incorporate Cal. I'm thinking probably not, because I just want to focus on Dathamir, and Marin being a Night Sister, she's more Dathamir than Cal is. Granted, he's in the game and all that, and you play him and all that, but I want to focus more on Marin and having her in here. So, without further ado, let me pause the video here. I will trim this fabric up, and I will work on making some new stuff in terms of fabric that is more colored, not that tan, but more of the nudie brownish color. Just gonna play around with some colors and see what I get, but I will be right back, guys. Okay, so taking a look, this is the same piece, I just cut it up more. The fabric I'm using, I don't remember exactly the correct technical term, but it's thin, but not at the same time. But as you can see, it's almost like a weird, like a cheesecloth kind of. Something you would use for, like if you needed to drain something but not allow the material to go through, just drain the liquid out. This is what you would use. Something similar to that. So what I did was I trimmed it the best I could. I probably will go through and get rid of this piece right here, and all I'm doing for that, I will show you, is this. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the scissors and I'm just gonna do that, snip that corner off, and then it's going to allow me to, I can come in and I'm just going to turn my other light on so you guys can get a better idea. There we go. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to cut right about there. All I'm just going to do is a nice little, just a little cut, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it, and that will give it the frayed look, the tattered look that I'm going for with the Dathamirian look. So this will hang somewhere in the mock. Now I have this color, which is khaki, I believe. Yes, khaki, which is, I believe, a little lighter than this color. I could be wrong. I can't remember if that was the color I used. So I have khaki, and then I have burnt umber, and what is this one? Antique gold. The antique gold and the khaki I will probably mix together, and then I'll probably throw in like a weird kind of red. I do have red here. It is a burgundy. So if I mix the gold, the antique gold and the burgundy with a little bit of that whatchamadoodle there, what's that called? Khaki. I think I can get the desired color that kind of mimics that nougaty brown, I guess. But what I'm thinking is, getting back on topic here, this cloth I will put, most likely I'm going to hang it up here ish, somewhere in this area. It might be over here more, but it's going to be primarily in this little archway here. That way it kind of hides stuff. And I do have, if I can get it, there we go. I do have this 2x4 that I'm going to use to hold it on. I'm just going to place it like right there, and it's going to hang over on the other end. That way it doesn't stick out past. So let me get that set up. I'll cut some of this cloth up a little bit more, and we will go from there. Okay, so the first cloth is on, and it's set up to where it's just barely in. It might be into where the stud holes are, and it is just there to hang out, literally. I've got my square cut out. I'm not going to worry about the edges per se, because I will be messing with those. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix up some of that paint on here. I'm going to do the burgundy and the gold and the khaki. I'm going to mix them up together and see what I get. And if I like it, we're going to paint it. If I don't like it, just make a new one. See what happens. Alrighty, so taking a look at this color that I've created. In the camera, the lighting, I don't know what it is. Turn the flash on. See, that makes it look gold. That makes it look almost pink. I don't know. It's reminiscent of what I'm looking for, so just paint some on right there. We're not doing nothing like Bob Ross, but so I'm thinking, compare it. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so let me get you guys set up so you can actually watch me do this. Move that over, do this. Fix my stand. Okay, here we go. So, all right, so I'm just gonna mix like this. And you're probably wondering why my paintbrush is very like firm and not giving much. It's not giving out much, and it's very just firm bristled. It's because the paint that I had painted on with this before has dried, and I never cleaned the brush. For those of you who followed my channel for many years, know that I used to do custom Lego trucks, and I'd hand paint those trucks, and I used to do custom, I still do, but not as often, minifigures, and I never really cleaned my brushes. So now I'm kind of dealing with that. Alright, so that will work color-wise. Just finish that up, and then I'm making sure to get every, like if I see white, I'm getting it. I'm leaving this here because I don't want to paint that, but trying to give it that brushed look, kind of. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to take this over by my wood stove and let it dry. That heat will dry it very quickly. The only problem is it turns this fabric into, as you see in here, it's very coarse and fine. And when I first, once it's first dried, it's very, very, like sturdy and it likes to stay in the shape. So I have to kind of wear it in, move it a lot, crinkle it and everything. So let me pause the video. I will take this over to the wood stove and we will dry it up, and then we will cut it and tear it up from there. All right, so it is fairly dry. It didn't take very long. It's still kind of damp, but it's fairly dry. This gives you guys a good idea of what color it is. It's almost like a nougaty color. So I'm just going to cut off that white part with a little bit of that color still on. That way I have a clean edge that is the same color as what I want it to be. So I'm going to do that and cut it off there. Okay, toss that aside, put this here. So now I'm just going to do a little snip, 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 and snip. 4 snips, do a nice tear, more tearing. And everything will be alright, so there's the first piece, tattered and torn. Next piece will be, trim it up just a little bit, get rid of that. Same thing, I'm gonna do a snip, and then a snip, and then another snip. Only this will be more of a flag. So I'm actually going to get rid of that and trim. Okay, I got that. Now I want to do the snip there, snip there, tear that, and tear that. Perfect. All right, so now that we've got those done, I'm going to just do that. Put that back in. Get my paints away really quick. All right, so we got the fabric all done. Now let me move this back into here. So this I'm thinking is gonna go here like that. It looks kind of like flames, but it's supposed to be a triangle shaped flag. And then this one I'll put somewhere, so I'll be right back. All right, so the third and final cloth is done. I do have the other one up here. Now they're not completely, gonna fold into and be flat against what this is here. And that's okay, because I want this to be kind of out. I want them all to be like they're in the wind moving, like there's action going on. Like this isn't it's a desolate place with nothing going on, but it isn't a desolate place with nothing going on, if you kind of get my gist. There's other stuff going on. So now I need to somehow get in access to that thing. Yeah. I didn't think of that one. Oh well. Also, I did include a battle droid down there as like a little Easter egg type thing. I'm actually going to disregard that. That thing down there, I'm going to keep that like it is. I'm actually going to put these, they're going to go up here. So let me grab some pieces. I'll figure out where I want to put them. I'm thinking Marin's going to go here because I do have that jumper piece. I think that's where I'm going to put Marin. And yeah, we should be almost done with this, guys. Let's get in there. Okay, so what I got done is nothing crazy. It's just a half shrine looking type thing, half ritual chamber-esque type thing. I only had one of those half circle pieces, and I could only find one of the the weird kind of like half tree limb, I guess you could call it. I'm not exactly sure what the correct terminology is for that Lego piece, but what I did, I took one of the tree trunk pieces, the round 4x or whatever you want to call this, stuck it in the middle, guesstimated where the middle would be, estimating. I'm like, okay, this is going to go here, the piece is going to come around. So yeah, I kind of put it how I wanted it to. And I took those two translucent clear pieces, put them in the middle, and then I have Marin with her other one. She's activating, she's calling upon her magic. So you guys can kind of get the idea of what's going on here. She's looking off because she hears something. And then I did add this piece up here as well, just cosmetic details, just for the fun of it. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the fabric and all that. Just kind of threw it out there as like, you know what, I'm going to try this. Hopefully it turns out good. And I think it turned out pretty good. So, yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. The finale will probably be coming up pretty soon, I would say. So, hope you enjoyed. Lego Man 213, out.